In the last video, I would give you an equation of a straight line and ask you to sketch it on a graph. Well, we're going to do something similar, but this time I'm going to make it slightly harder. I would give you an equation of a straight line, but in a weird form, something like this. This looks weird because what you're used to is y equals a number which is m. Let's say 3x plus 2 or something. You're used to seeing it in this form, but now I'm going to give you an equation of a straight line. It's still an equation for a straight line, but it's just written in a weird way. So sketch this here. So to sketch this here, you have to turn it into y equals mx plus c, because mx plus c is something that you're used to. This you're not too familiar with. So well, imagine it as this. You've got this block plus this block equals this block. So you want to get it so that y is on its own. So take away 3x from both sides. So hang on. So you're here, take away 3x from both sides. So you have 2y equals 7 minus 3x. Okay, and now divide both sides by 2. Okay, so it's y equals 7 minus 3x over 2. Okay, now break this up. Okay, so y equals 7 over 2 minus 3 over 2x. You see, this is in a form y equals in effect it's y. Well, normally it's like this, but the way this is written, this is your intercept here, and this is your gradient here. Remember, it's a minus gradient. So the way this is written is this: y equals c plus mx. It's the same thing, but it's just these two. They've been switched around because this is positive and this is negative. By you writing it like this, it looks neater because you've got a positive. Well, anyway, it's not important, but this is your intercept here. This is your gradient here. So what that means is 7 over 2. That's 3.5. So you know the intercept is right here. Okay. Now a gradient of negative 3 over 2. Well, just negative means it's going downhill. So a gradient of 3 over 2. Well, that means the up and down is 3, and the across is 2. Okay. Well, this is going uphill. So because I want to go downhill, I'm interested in the up and down here. Okay. But then move to the 2 across here. So now it's going downhill. So for me to draw this gradient here, remember gradient means the steepness of that graph, of that line. So the up and down will be 3, the across will be 2. So it's like that. Okay. So now you know the intercept is here. So you know, well, I'm going to go 3 down. So 1, 2, 3. 3 down and then 2 across. So it's going to be here. Okay. 3 down, 1, 2, 3. And then 2 across. 1, 2. So it's going to be here. 3 down, 1, 2, 3. 2 across. 1, 2. So it's going to be here. Okay. And then I can extend it this way as well. So it's 1, 2, 3 up. 2 across, 1, 2, and notice that the gradient is downhill. So your straight line should look something like this. Okay. Well, anyway, given this equation here, your straight line should look like this. Okay. So now it's your turn to have a go. Hang on. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, this one here. So yeah, get some squared paper and try and sketch this line here. Okay, so press pause and have a go. Okay, to do this here, rearrange it so that y is on its own. Y equals blah blah blah. So add. So at the moment, visualize as this: one block, take away this block equals this block. So add 2x to both sides. So 3y equals 4 minus plus 2x, and then divide both sides by 3. So y equals 4 over 3 plus 2 over 3x. Okay, now this is your intercept. So 4 over 3 is just 1 and a bit, isn't it? 1 and a third. Well, just know that it's 1 and a bit. Okay, so 1 and a bit, you probably guess somewhere around here. Okay, it's a third, 1 and a third. But the intercept here is here. Okay, now look at this here. The gradient's positive, so you know it's going to go uphill. Okay, oops, you know it's going to go uphill like that. So but gradient of 2 over 3, what that means is, well, the up and down is 2 and the across is 3. So it's going to be something like this. So this here is, let's say 1, 2 here. This here is going to be 3. So it's going to be like that. So anyway, the so the height, the up and down will be 2, the across will be 3. So I'm going to go from here 1, 2, 3, and then go 2 up. 1, 2. So it's going to be something like 1, 2. Yeah. So it's 3 across, 2 up. Okay. So this is 1 point here, and then 1, 2, 3 across, 2 up. 1, 2. So it's going to be here. 3 across, 1, 2, 3, 2 up. 1, 2. So it's going to be here, and then going down the other way. 1, 2, 2 down and 3 across. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be here. 2 down, 1, 2, 3 across. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be like this. 1 down, 2 down, 3 across. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be here. So now you can just join up all the points. So your straight line should look like that. Okay. So yeah. So given this equation for a straight line here, your straight line should look like this. Okay. All right. Next one here. Hang on. Let me get rid of this. Okay. This one here. Remember this thing here. You ultimately want to get it in this form here. Y equals mx plus c. So somehow, so something looks weird like this. What do you do? Okay. What do you do? Well, anyway, I've just given you a clue there. Okay. Well, anyway, press pause and have a go. Okay. To do this here, multiply this out. So whenever you see brackets, when you break this up, it will look like this. Y equals well, 2 times 2x will give you 4x, and then 2 times negative 3 will give you negative 6. So this is should be your equation. You see, having it like this, it's really hard to see what's going on. But when you translate it to this, it's a lot easier to understand. So here the intercept is -6, so it's going to be here. And it has a gradient of 4. So what that means, a gradient of 4 means 4 up, 1 across, and it's a positive gradient, so it's going to go in that direction. Okay, as opposed to going downhill. Okay, so gradient of 4 will look like this: 1 across and then 4 up, 1 across and then 4 up, 1 across and then 4 up. So your straight line will look something like that. Okay. Well, join these points up with a ruler, and that's your straight line, and maybe extend it up here, and then extend it down here. It should be a straight line. Okay. All right. Next one here. Hang on. Let me get rid of this. Okay. This one here. Yeah. Have a go. Somehow translate this to, well, it is like, well, anyway, do what you have to do. Sketch this line here. Okay, sketch it. So press pause and have a go. Okay, this one here, the intercept is actually a half, and the gradient is -1/3, because you could visualize this thing as y equals a half minus a third x. Remember, y equals m. Well, the way this is written is c. Well, anyway, hang on. This is your this is your gradient here. It's a minus a third because the gradient is the number in front of the x. Okay, the coefficient of x. And the intercept is this bit here, the half. Well, anyway, so given this equation here, the intercept is a half. So what that means is it's right here. Okay, and the gradient of 1 over 3. So visualize this as well. A gradient of 1 over 3. Don't forget it's a negative. Okay, 1 over 3. A gradient of 1 over 3. 1 would be the height, because the height is always on top, and the across is 3. Okay, so if this is 1, then this is 3 here. But the thing is, it's a negative gradient. You see, this here is going uphill. So if you want a negative a third, you've got to have 1. The up and down is 1, and 3 across. So and then it's going downhill here. Well, anyway, a gradient of minus a third will look like this. It will mean 3 across and 1. Well, 3 across, 1, 2, 3, and then the up and down is 1. So it's going to be here. Okay, because it's a negative gradient. So here a gradient of a third means, well, go 3 across, 1, 2, 3, and 1 down. Because if you look at this, the up and down is 1. Okay, the across is 3. So it's going to look like this, and 3 across, 1, 2, 3, 1 down. It would be here. 3 across, 1, 2, 3, 1 down. Okay, and then, well, you can go in this direction now. 1, 2, 3 across, 1 up. 1, 2, 3 across, 1 up. 1, 2, 3, 1 up. 1, 2, 3, 1 up. So now it's just a matter of joining up all these points. So this equation here should look like this. Okay, and once you've got this equation here, if you wanted to, you can work out exactly where it crosses the x-axis. Okay, so let's give you another one here. Let's make this the last one. So this one here. Okay, so this one, yeah. So press pause and have a go. Okay, this one here. This is your intercept here, and this is your gradient. But don't forget it's a minus a gradient. Okay, so let's jot down the intercept. The intercept is minus 2, and the gradient. Well, don't forget it's a minus a gradient. But let's try and understand this gradient here. The up and down is 3, and the across is 4. So if this is 3 here, this must be well, it has to be 4 segments, and this is going uphill. We want downhill, so we want it to be, well, the up and down is 3, the across is 4. So we want it going downhill because it's a negative gradient. Well, anyway, so given the intercept is here, okay, we want the up and down to be 3 and the across to be 4. So that means the steepness is 3 down, 1, 2, 3, and 4 across. 2, 4. So it's going to be here. 3 down, 1, 2, 3, and 4 across. So it's going to be here. Okay. Now going in this direction, 3 up, and then 4 across. Because ultimately it's going to be the height here divided by the width here, which is 4. Well, anyway, this is the steepness of the line, if you like. So here 3 up, and then 4 across. So it's going to be here. 3 up, and then 4 across. So it's going to be here. So your straight line should look something like this. Okay. So well, this straight line here should look like this line. Okay. So that's it. Okay.